So this bird's a little bit more complicated, a lot more going on, but I would like to be able to bring it into a more of a stuffed toy concept realm. And to do that, I'm just going to give it sort of a base and a center. And the symmetrical aspect's really important. So there's the shape of its body and its head. There's the other half of the body. So it's, you know, it's pretty symmetrical. I mean, it doesn't have to be exact. So the tuft on its head you have going in one direction. It really ought to be a little bit more like this. It comes in front of the profile of the head a little bit. And the beak, well, you don't really know how the beak is going to go until you do a side view, but I'm going to make a decision that here's a seam, and you see some of the bottom of the beak, and then you see some of the top, and here's the mouth. And then the face trim is going to go up like this. Most of the time, the bird's not looking directly at you because he doesn't have a flat front of his head. His eyes sort of look out to the side. I call it a his, but his, hers, whatever. And so now it's beginning to look a little bit more like this. And you've got to figure out, so here's the chest, that's all fine. I like the details that you did. They're great. But you've got to kind of figure out, where do the wings come off of this toy, and where do the feet come off of the toy? So the feet, I'm just going to make some decisions. The feet may be more like this, and they come out like this. And it's hard to draw this with the other drawing underneath, but that's okay. This is just, I'm trying to show the method here. And so the wings will probably come in front of the profile of the body like you have it, but then they go out towards the back of the body. And we'll do a quick side view too, so you'll see the difference. I'm going to go through this kind of quickly because my camera doesn't really like to save long videos. And here we have just an overall shape of, I don't know if this is one tail, or it's two. Let's call it two tails on top of each other. And we're going to do something sort of like this, and like this, like that. And so now I'm going to get rid of your drawing, and you can kind of begin to see what we're working with. All right, you had a pretty furry tail, so I'm going to draw the same thing. Your concept was a furry tail or feathery tail, so let's do the same thing. I've simplified it a little bit, and yes, I do have a eraser here. A kneaded eraser comes in very handy. Like so, like so. So yeah, the feet are a little oversized. Notice that the feet come into the body in front of the back of the body. All right, and then this seam and this seam for the chest piece kind of come down right to the edge of the legs. All right. So there's the front view. And what I often do, I haven't drawn it to be really furry yet, but what I often do is take another piece of tracing paper, lay it on top of the first one, and in developing my side view, okay, here's the position of the head. Actually, I'm going to move it over a little bit. There's the position of the head, like so. The tuft, the beak is here, right? The eyes are here. Here's the, okay, and then here's the bottom of the body, and it's, how's it going to go? It's going to be sort of like this, and the feet are here. The top of the wing is here, the bottom of the wing is here, so it's kind of out here like so. You can kind of begin to see what I'm doing here. Let's not make the wings too big. And then he's got really long tail feathers. Down here is the bottom. There's the next one down. And I'm going to remove this. So here's the bottom of his body. Comes down like this. And the tail feathers, you have one set of tail feathers that are here, and then one set are really, really long. So, and they're pretty feathery. I know you had a loop here that's not quite as long as that, same as here, so maybe there's a loop there, there, there. So I guess he's all about his tail feathers, and his wings might be more like that. Okay. Now, I didn't design him, you did. So I'm not sure exactly what you had in mind, and maybe you didn't think about him from a side view either. So I'm just showing you, giving you some clues about how we create a stuffed toy. And oh, he's got his chest piece, so it comes down about like, and I said it came to the edge of the feet, so it's going to connect right there. All right. And now that you see what you've drawn or what you've created, now you could say, oh, I meant for him to be more of a toucan, and he's going to have a beak that goes like so, and he's going to have a couple stripes. And I mean, I don't know. Does that work? It might work. And then if you did that, suddenly the front view, he's got to have a beak that's a little bit more like this, and it's got some stripes in it. You see what I mean? So you kind of work back and forth from front to side. And this isn't how I would initially do a concept. I would do a concept much the way this front view shows, or the side view. But when you start to try to figure it out, and you have to explain to a sample maker what it is that you're going to want to have them make, the side pattern and the front side view and the front view really have to sort of coordinate and make sense. Okay, I hope this helps. Bye-bye.